they were doing a review of Talk to Me. Now, in the background, I'm gonna have playing the Raka Raka Boys. So they are a YouTube channel called Raka Raka. It's on the bottom left of the screen if you guys see it, and it's on YouTube. They've been on YouTube for a long time since they were kids making movies, and a lot of their stuff is like action based and kind of funny and quirky. I hope I don't get dinged for this video. I'm hopefully letting it show, because this story really it speaks to me. It makes me cry. This has nothing to do with Talk to Me, by the way. I'm just premising the review with the fact that these guys, they're not kids anymore. These guys, I grew up watching them, and it's like amazing to see like the journey of where they come from, and what they've gone through and how they got here. And so a lot of their stuff, especially this video, if you guys go to their channel, this video is on their channel, and a lot of their stuff again was like a lot of action, like stunt work and stuff like that, and they every video improved, and they got better and better. They learned about stuff, and everything, all the money they make, you could tell that they just put it right back into making like bigger and better videos. And then this movie comes out, and it's like completely different than what you're expecting. Like, I don't know if you're watching the stuff behind me, but they make, again, action style, funny, Halo versus Harry Potter, like, Walking Dead versus, like a lot of stuff. It's just, I really liked it. This part really made me cry, where they tell their dad that that they made it to Sundance with their film. It's a really big moment when they tell their another family member that supported them when they were younger, that told them to make their videos, because they had just a home camera where they started doing stuff, where they told them, focus your videos on like, a purpose. And then the videos started making like, it started having like a purpose, like, like I said, like a Halo versus, Walking Dead or something like that kind of stuff. It's just, it's really great to watch. It's really fun to know that they're friends. They got to put their friends in it. They got to put things in this movie that they themselves were able to how do I say, they were able to like keep it from them, like it wasn't a studio telling them, oh, take this out, put this in, yada yada. It's like they really, and they even say it's like 97% like what they really wanted in this movie is what they were able to do. So it was a really heartfelt moment watching the movie and enjoying the movie, because that's the other thing. It's a really good movie. So now on to the review. Sorry for this long preamble. It's just, it really speaks to my heart that, these guys that come from, just making movies in their backyard just are now like, A24 filmmakers, Anyway, sorry, plot and premise. It's a revamping of, let's say, how do I put it? It's a revamping of the classic trope of horror, where it's like an object is possessed or something like that, like the Ouija board, like Ouija, for example. And I would say Ouija Origins, like the second Ouija movie, which was phenomenal, better than the first. And this is like on par, even I think slightly better than that movie. So this takes that premise of the Ouija, of basically talking to spirits, and just elevates it to a level that's like new rules, new stakes. It's fun, it's entertaining, and it's really, I think, what would happen if this actually existed in the real world, which is like, I think how they went through the process of making this movie. So story, plot, and premise, 100% amazing. Sound design and score, really, really good. I mean, really, really good. They have a remix of this song in here that's really fun. But even just it's like this creepy noise of like gurgling, of like being underwater, that you experience throughout the film. And it's just, like, especially if you watch it in like Prime, or I don't know if they have Prime screens, but the way that I watched it, it wasn't Prime, but it was like in a theater. It was just, you felt the sound, and it was really good. So, the sound design, score, again, really good. Cinematography, there are scenes in this movie that are going to live in my head for the rest of my life. So there's this one scene where like in a lot of horror movies they have this thing where you're like in the room and there's something in your room that's like you're in the dark and it looks like a person but it's not a person, it's like a code or something. They have that in here, but it's like they take it to like a whole other level. And then what they do with it as well, and like the possessions, the way that they happen, the camera angles, the way that they move, it reminds me a lot of I don't know if you guys ever seen Upgrade, but Upgrade, which was like I think it was actually another A24 movie, I'm not sure, but Upgrade is like this movie where this guy takes things on. The premise doesn't matter for that movie. Point is, the camera angles in that movie, like the fight scenes in that movie, remind me a lot of the possessions and the things that happen in this movie with the jarring camera moves with the characters, like with the actors. It's really good. So yeah, cinematography top notch, and Baby Kangaroos, I love you. Acting really well, really not really well, really great, really amazing. All of these people who I've never seen before in anything have just knocked it out of the park. The little kid in the movie, the dog, everybody in this movie is just operating on a fucking amazing level, like just really good. And it's again like amazing that these are their friends, these are people from that they grew up with that like are actually really amazing actors. So kudos to them for finding the talent, for putting them on screen, and for believing in them and making them stars, because literally their life, they're about to blow up. Because I mean, I don't know if they're already had other projects, because again I haven't seen them in anything, but this movie elevates that to like a really high level. Directing, again, for a debut film from these guys, and again, not something that anybody that knows them, or at least knows their work, was expecting. Like I was not expecting this level of prestige, this level of fucking storytelling, like just everything, just oh my god, it's amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. Obviously, I would recommend checking it out. It's out in theaters now. Please support it. It's going up against big name movies that I feel are not even that great compared to it. It's the best horror film I've seen this year, hands down. And I think the best horror film I'll see this year, I'm sure. But yeah, it's like, God, it's amazing. It's really, truly, if you have time, check this movie out. I know not everyone likes horror movies, but if you watch like a Raka video like this, then go into it, maybe that'll make you, less afraid, because it is a scary movie. But it'll make you maybe less afraid of it, or less feel, like it's still a very, very good movie. Like the drama aspect and the story of what happens, it's interesting. It's like an allegory for addiction in a way. Like if It Follows is an allegory for, STDs and stuff, this is an allegory for like addiction. But it's so good. It's so good. Anyway, that's all, guys. Let me know if you've seen it. If you plan to see it, please do. Comment down below if you like this. Subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Oh, sorry. And go check out their channel and see this video for yourselves.